Today we're going to be talking about list. Earlier on we mentioned about data collection, data arrays, data types. So today we'll be talking more essentially about Python lists. Now, Python lists are used to store in multiple files in a single variable. They are used to storing multiple items in a single file, in a single variable. Okay, so list is one of the inbuilt data type in Python used to store in lots or multiple data in a variable. And list happens to be one of the 4 data types of the inbuilt data types in Python. We have the tuple, we have the set, we have the dictionary, which all have their own different qualities and usage. So we're going to create an example of how a list look like. So I would create a comment. This is the list. Okay, so I would create my list now. I call the name of the list. This list is equals to. So list is attributed to a brace bracket. So you're going to have a brace bracket. So inside of it, you're going to call in the attributes that the list will have. So I'm going to say banana, mango. So let's print this out and let's see what comes out of this. So I'm going to print in this list. So run. So you see, this is what I get. So now there are certain attributes that are related to a list. A list is what is ordered. We'll be explaining to them first of all. So a list is ordered. A list is ordered. A list is changeable, and a list allows for duplicate values. Allows for duplicate values. So it's ordered, it's changeable, and allows for duplicate values. So we want to explain each of them now. So when we say a list is ordered, what do we mean by this? A list is ordered. What this means is that the items in your list have a specific order. They have a defined order, and this order will not change. They have an order. You can see, for instance, now we have the apple. That's the first order. The second one is the banana. And the last is this. So you see, they are actually in the ordered form. That's the example of it to be ordered, and it can't change. This one represents the index of 0, index 1, and index 2. In Python we don't say 1, 2, 3. You say 0, 1, 2. So the next, now what do you mean by changeable? A list is changeable, meaning we can actually change the items in a list. We can replace it, we can remove it, we can add to it. And then lastly, what do we mean by it being able to that allows for it to be duplicated value? In a list, you can have a value like apple, have it twice. So let's look at an example. For instance, so if you want to allow for a duplicate value, I can say this list is equals to, so initially we have apple, banana, listen. So for duplicate values, this means is that I can also mention the value of apple twice. So a list allows for that, for duplicates. You can call apple, you can call mango twice, 3 times as you wish. So this is what it means, that it allows for duplicate values. Now let's check in how to get the length of a list. So how do you get the length of a list? So I'll call this one list 2. So it's quite different. So I'm going to say you're going to use the function, the input function len to actually get that. So I'm going to say this list. So this is the first one I'm trying to find. So I'm going to print it out and let's see what's the length of our list. We see that the list of value we have on this list is 3: apple, banana, and mango. Okay, so if I'm going to do that for the second one, print line this list 2, and I'll run it. You see the second one is 4, the first one is 3. Yep. Now let's talk about a list in relation to data type. A list can allow for any form of data type. So what do we mean by this? I can say my list. So in my list I can allow for string, I can allow for integers, I can allow for boolean. So I can say for now, this is the first one I have, so I'm going to call this one string. Now we have cherry. So the next one, my list, I have it all should be what? Should be integers. So it's a 1, 5, 7, 8. And the next one, my list, I can have this to be what? I can have this to be a boolean. So you have a true, we have false, we have false. So with this, so it allows for various data type, and I can also mix them together. I can say my list is equals to my pool string, and then it's a function. So it allows for, I actually mix them and that allows for any data type into its array. Let's look at something called construction. You can actually use the construction of a list, and I did that. It's simple. You can do that using the curly bracket. This call this list like this. So this is called the list construction. So with this, you can actually use the construction of a list. Okay. So the list construction. So we want to see a sample for this now. You will take note that this actually has a curly bracket, not actually the brace bracket. So if you want to use the list like that way, you have to use the curly bracket. I'll say this list is equals to list, then curly brackets. You see, I put it in another curly bracket again to put all my value that is meant for the list. So I will put it here. So the apple, banana. Now that's banana, then cherry. Okay, so now then I'll print in. So you notice that there's a difference between the traditional way of doing a list, that's the brace brackets, and then this curly bracket. So if you want to use the construction, use the curly brackets, and then if you're using the normal list, use the brace brackets. So I'm going to print this now, and let's see our results. So you see that actually worked. See, this is my okay. So you see that it's working fine. So that's what we have in for our list, how to use the list in Python. So initially we mentioned that we have 4 collection data types in Python, right? So, and I mentioned initially the list. So just a little note so that as you go further into the classes, you would be able to understand properly what is the difference between each of them and their uniqueness. So for lists, the list actually has, a list is a collection. A list is a collection which is stored, which is ordered, and so a list is a collection. I made a mistake here. A list is a collection that is what is ordered. So a list is what a collection that is ordered, is changeable. Is changeable. It can be ordered, it's changeable. Remember we mentioned that earlier, and it allows for duplicate members, right? All right. So now we have next the tuple. The tuple is also a collection which is what is ordered to and is unchangeable. You can't change the value inside of it. Remove, add, other things, you can't do that. But also it allows for duplicates. So that's the difference between a tuple and a list. Next we have the set. A set is a collection which is unordered, unchangeable, and it's unchangeable and unindexed. It allows for no duplicates members. Then lastly, we have the dictionary. Dictionary is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable. Sorry. So a dictionary is ordered, is changeable, and it allows for no duplicate members. So that's literally the difference between the 4 different data type collections in Python, and then we would be taking them step after step. So I want us to memorize this and know the difference between each of them. All right, thank you, bye for now.